diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. End off from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow, the confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Got it back on second and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Power forward. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Great job being physical in the middle of the defense. Goal line situation, third down, nowhere for the runner to go in the middle of the field, so he tries to use his speed to bounce it, but this ain't high school. This defense has the ability to pursue and chase and get him down.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I like offense is being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Ellington. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You're going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quick release by the QB. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Puts it out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Quick strike complete. Brought down, though, looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Swings it out to the flat. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellington. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Pulls and fired complete. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Effective offenses led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continue to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Fires to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Snagged out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Oh, he makes the catch. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it.
Touchdown, Trojans! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. LSU quick to the line. Back to pass on second down. He'll try to do it himself. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it at the 30, still running. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Dead center perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It's complete on the right side. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Fires to the big fella. running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that down.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. LSU will get a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of the...
There he goes! The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Trying to pound it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Number 12, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And now this offense will take the field again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, he tosses it back. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds a spot in the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Looking for his man. Finds space on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. On the run, fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ellington. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Handoff from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Quickly complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. They're trailing by just 2 to Arizona State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the fourth quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Finds the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he made the extra point without problem. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This crowd knows when to bring it. He'll throw on 3rd down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I like aggressiveness. Listen, you go out and get those first downs, you salt the clock away. When you choose to throw the football, it better be high percentage. It better be easy throws. It can't be a turnover. Now my defense has to come out, make this stop for me, and save the game.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Into the end zone, and it is grabbed for the score, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
How about that? Coming up big. Less than 30 seconds in the ball game. You need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take the 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And it's good. They're on top, and they'll try to hang on in the waning seconds. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down.
Looking deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.